Hey, thank you to everyone for clicking on the video. This is going to be my review for Greenleaf, Season 4, Episode 7, titled Reunited. Okay, the episode opens right up with Grace and Sophia having a conversation. And Grace is looking for AJ. Of course, we know from last week, AJ got caught up in his shit and he ran off. So Grace is now looking for him. Sophia's like, no, I haven't heard from him. He hasn't called or texted, but if he does, I'll let you know. Okay, they get off the phone, and of course, we know that AJ's sitting right there. Sophia's like, look, bro, just go back to the house. Grace is going to straighten everything out, and it'll be good. Okay, here he comes with this whole attitude as if somebody did something to him. Here he comes. It's not that easy. I'm not going back over there. Boom. So they had this, little heated, little back and forth or whatever. And he was like, look, I'm going to get something to eat. You want something? She's like, no. So boom, he bumps out. And because she feels like he wouldn't accept money from her, she going to slip him the money anyway. She goes into his book bag. And lo and behold, what does she find? The drugs, which we knew was in there, but that just crushed her. Because you know how Sophia is kind of naive and she wants to believe that people are, somewhat inherently good. Well, in this case, not so much because, yeah, boo, your bra stole those drugs. Okay, we got that going on. Okay, so then we got Bishop and he done called a meeting with the kids. Y'all, I thought this was so cute because Bishop would be a guy that I would fall for. Chocolate, take charge, strong, deep voice. Oh, yes. Come on, Bishop. But anyway, Bishop wants to propose to Lady May. And the kid's like, oh, okay, Daddy, what you want to do? So he was like, it's going to be something a little intimate tonight. We're going to get together. Want y'all to sing a song. And this is what we plan to do. Now, y'all know it's hard to get something over on Lady May, right? So what's she doing? She lurking, honey. She got ears everywhere. So now she's lurking. She know all about it. Which it was okay. It was a cute little situation. So she goes upstairs and now she getting ready for the night. While she up there in the club getting ready for the night, she gets a phone call from Corinne from down to the church. And Corinne tells her that they want her name removed from that scholarship fund that Lady May started, right? Lady May expression said, oh, do they now? Okay, she goes down to the church. She sees, what's her name? Misty. She sees Misty sitting there in the cafe. And, of course, as soon as Misty sees, she already know what it's about. So Misty tell her, look, well, first Lady May was like, so who wants this? She thought it was Connie Sykes, which, Misty said, you know what? Talk to Darlene. Darlene is Vita's mom. Vita is the girl that Mac, old trifling ass, was raping over and over and over, right? So she tells me, no, Darlene is the one. Well, actually, she said that Vita was the one that wanted her name removed from the scholarship and told her that if she had a problem with it, talk to Vita, right? Lady May hanging around, waiting on. So as soon as they come up, Lady May like, can I have a word with you? Can we just talk about it or whatever? And Vita was like, I have one question for you. How is it that you can say that you had no idea about what was going on and what Mac was doing? Y'all, May was like, you know what? I didn't know what Mac was doing. But I know exactly what you're going through. Because my dad used to be mean like Mac. And used to do me the same way. Y'all, that almost crushed me, right? She almost got me, but she didn't. Because, we always look at Lady May being strong, nasty, can be curt when she want to be. But in this moment, she was hurt. She was really hurt. Because she started the scholarship fund, to give the little black girls a leg up. In which I commend her for that. I commend anybody, any type of positive thing that they're doing to try and advance our little black girls. Now, with that story, she got Vita. Vita started crying. They were both very apologetic, about, I'm sorry this happened to you. I'm sorry this happened to you. And they were getting ready to go into the meeting. And she told May, come on, go in with me. And May was like, no, I got to get back to the house. Bishop is expecting me. And he was like, Lady May, come go to the meeting with me. So we got that going on. Y'all listen. When I tell y'all that Lady May can be a whole mess. Now, if y'all remember last week, Carissa came and asked Lady May if she could take the furniture, to the new house that they were buying. In a word, Lady May was like, hell no. So this week, Carissa's sitting on the sofa or whatever, and here come Marisol in there taking pictures. Carissa was like, okay, so what's going on? Marisol talking about, oh, Lady May's just wanting to do some updates on the house, and we're doing some cataloging. Girl, we all know, and Carissa know too, Lady May is shady as hell, honey. She want to make sure that you don't touch her fucking furniture. That's what that's about. So I thought that I got tickled at that, honey. Lady May is a whole mess. But yeah. And so Carissa was like, Later on in the episode, we see that she done took her fast ass down there to meet with Fernando, right? And she's sitting up there talking to him or whatever, and what she did was, it wasn't really a meeting, honey, because what it was she was hot and bothered and went down there to get some old midday peen. That's what that was. And so she went down there, did what she had to do. As she's leaving, who she runs into but Grace. Now, Grace done caught wind of the fact that it was Fernando's company, which is also H&H, that had bought the little property, right? So she goes down to talk to him to see about, what can they work out as far as expanding the parking lot of the church, yada, yada, yada. Honey, he told her, I don't have anything to do with that. I don't have no plans on expanding anything right now, but the moment I do, y'all will be read in, right? Listen, he's sitting up here in bed really with H&H for real. And what they got going on, I'm sitting, waiting, and watching, honey. So, earlier in the episode, Jacob confronts Charity. Charity's nose is wide open. Girl, you can drive an 18-wheeler through it. That field of Mars got her. Girl, I haven't seen her like this since Jabari. The music producer. I haven't seen her in this little giddy way right now since him. But anyway, Jacob confronts her because last night Jacob went down to the church to get his belongings since he hadn't been fired, and he goes down to the church, right? He walks past and sees them through the window, sees Charity and Phil kissing. Y'all, so he calls her out on it. She's like, okay, I'm in love with him, yada, yada, yada. I said, now, Charity, how you already in love? That's a whole lot. That's a big leap. You already in love. I know you've been beat down. Yeah, you found out your ex-husband was gay. Yeah, then you turned around, tried to get with the producer dude. He wasn't really studying your ass. Now here come Phil, and the moment he tell you beautiful, you in love, do something with that self-esteem, girl. Because don't get me wrong, Charity is beautiful. She is a gorgeous chocolate woman. But any man that tell you anything, you fall hook, line, and sinker for that, girl, You should already been thinking in the back of your mind that this is an angle. But because of your jealousy and envy of Grace, anybody that's going against her, let me tell you something. Family is forever. Those are blood ties. You don't know this man. You don't know nothing about this man. And you believe everything he's saying. Then not only that, you're going to get in bed with him. And, well, not in bed physically. But you're going to get in cahoots with him to bring her down. Because you think that you going to become head pastor right along with him. Girl, whatever. That part right there is going to come to a head. And y'all know what? The tripped out part is I'm secretly rooting for um Charity and Phil. They would make a very cute couple. But y'all, we all know Phil looked like a old snake in the grass, honey. One of those snakes that stand straight up on you. But I don't know. We'll see as the story unfolds. Okay, so we got that going on. Jacob take his ass down to the church to go tell Phil, talk about I know what's going on between you and my sister, but if you hurt her, that's your ass. Period, point blank, straight like that. That's your ass. Okay, come on now, come on, Jacob, be the big brother. But anyway, after that went on, we got. Oh, y'all know what? Earlier in the episode, we did get a chance to see Zora. Zora, I like this little girl Zora. I don't like the hot girl Zora. I don't like her. Now this little girl Zora, I like her because she's walking the straight and narrow right now, and I like that. But anyway, we we come across those two. She's sitting there talking to Nikki. Nikki is the boy, the basketball guy Dante. That's his girlfriend, right? So she's sitting there listening to Nikki. Nikki going on and on and on about how she want Dante to come forth, tell the truth, and this and that. And if he doesn't come forth, tell the truth, that she was gonna leave him. Child, she went down there trying to talk that shit to Dante. Like, you know what? Oh, you gonna leave? Get the hell on. I said, now see, you went down there thinking he was so in love with you and you was going to bring about a change in him, and he gave you, get out of my house. So I know I kiki with that one, honey, because you felt like, let me tell you something, the power of the puss is not as strong as it used to be. Get into it, little girl. Get into it. So she goes back over there to talk to Zora, tells Zora what happens. Zora like, you know what, don't worry about this. Come on, stay with me. Make yourself at home. And so that was fine. Y'all, as we get down to the end of the episode, Lady May came home and she walked into an argument that her kids were having. Now, before she came in, Bishop heard them arguing first. Now, Bishop said, what's going on? Thank y'all so much for basically ruining the perfect evening. And, he went on out. Because May hadn't came in. She was like, whatever going on, I don't even want to know tonight. She went upstairs and stuff, and I guess she was getting ready to get undressed or whatever. And Bishop went in. She was sitting on the floor. And he sat down there with her, and she was like, basically, I know what tonight was supposed to be. And even though you don't have to ask the question, I do have an answer for it. And they were sitting there, y'all, and I thought it was so cute. And she was like, yes. I said, you better come on, Lady May. Let me tell y'all something. Those two together, they make a very, very, very handsome couple. Okay, y'all, last thing. We get down to Grace in her office, and Sophia done came to see her. Grace was like, okay, baby, what you doing here? Is everything okay? Sophia was like, Mom, in a word, AJ ain't nothing but guilty. And that's where the episode goes off, y'all. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a lot going on this episode. It was a whole lot. I'm ready for next week, because next week is going to really bring about something, because we did see where Charity went to talk to Phil, and she was like, well, why didn't you know about, H&H person in that land? And he was like, I didn't know anything about it. And she was like, well, I thought that you were the boss. Phil said, shit, I thought I was too. But they just showed you, not only are you a worker just like everybody else, because everything that goes on with the company is not your concern. But okay, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you all for listening. Next week, we look forward to another great episode. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good night.